in the building, live from the green room. What up, y'all?
Yo.
Joe Feezy Fox, Trey Elliot, Tone Rock in the building. The intern is sitting right there. Before we even begin, I want to shout out to intern Trent Mason, rapper, actor extraordinaire. He put up a new video that I'm going to post on my page. You guys can check it out. Spazzed over the Kendrick Lamar beat.
Oh, okay.
So kudos to the intern. Getting busy.
Mad creative.
Getting busy, very creative. And when he gets signed, y'all gonna be like, damn, that's the intern from Live from the Green Room.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gonna be happy, basically holding signs at his concert. Like, I used to watch Live from the Green Room.
Shout out to all the new subscribers.
You almost at 4,000.
Almost. We're at 3820. So
come on now.
We growing. Make sure you like and share this to all your people. Put it on your page. We growing, so we appreciate it.
It's a slow build. I like a slow build because that means the fans that really fuck with you. When people just jump on board, when it's a swarm of people jumping on board, they fair weather friends.
Right.
People that build slow, like they have relationships. They understand.
Investing,
like they saw it in episode 1. They like, damn, I really fuck with that. They saw episode 5. Like, man, that one made me. I really resonate. That resonate with me. You know, so they subscribe. Tell a friend. It's a slow build. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think that's better.
We doing all right. You know, we're going to get there. Hopefully 10K by the end of the year.
10K by the end of the year. Let's shoot for it. 10K by the end of the year. That's what we're
10K
shooting for.
the
Bang. We just put it up there. That's what we're shooting for. Boom.
Yep.
Yo, we're going to jump right into this one. First of all, shout out to Captain Kirk's Jamaican Rum Punch. Yo, got the box right there, my brother. Got the delivery yesterday. Thank you so much. Our sponsor, Captain Kirk's Jamaican Rum Punch. Here's the info right here. Order your rum punch. Have a Super Bowl party. Have a NBA Finals party. Have a
podcast.
Have a get together at your house. Yeah, have a podcast at your crib. Invite everybody over to talk about 5 or 6 different topics and set it off with the Captain Kirk's Jamaican Rum Punch.
Yes, sir.
You will definitely have a great evening. Or invite some company over. You know what I mean? Have to throw a little movie on, a little Netflix and chill with Captain Kirk's. You know what I'm saying? I do it all the time. It's amazing. So we're going to jump right into this one.
Okay. All right.
Because it's in the news, and I've been hearing it on different stations, and I'm like, okay, this is the perfect group to talk about it, because one of us on this panel is a LeBron lover. That would be this guy.
How you know that?
So you saw what happened with him and Stephen A. Smith.
Yes.
Confrontation courtside.
Yes.
Yo, man, we don't know the exact words.
Yeah.
Stephen A. didn't say exactly what he said, but we know what it was based on.
Right.
Now, did you see the whole entire exchange? Like, do you know why? Because that's the part I'm foggy on. So if you would just bring me up.
Okay. So to bring you up to date. Okay, so Joe Fox is not a sports guy. Joe Fox is not a basketball guy. But what happened was, LeBron's son is drafted by the Lakers.
By the Lakers.
His team drafted his son.
Right. Yeah.
I know that. On the team, didn't start out in the G League, went straight to the league.
Straight to the league.
Skipped some steps. Yesterday we talked about skipping last week we talked about skipping lines.
Skipping the line.
He skipped mad lines.
He wasn't even in there. But
wasn't performing on a level
on par
of
somebody who stayed
NBA player, one of the 300 best basketball players on the planet.
According to people, because it's so many other people that was drafted number 55 that
But they didn't get straight to the league. Go back for the last 10 years. Anybody that was drafted 55 did not sit on the roster, on the bench, day one of opening season.
Well, you got some people who was in the top 10 that's stinking it up. who was in the top 10 of the first round that ain't doing.
But did they walk in the same door?
Right.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. Let me make sure you guys understand this. If you drafted in the top 10, you are expected to play.
Right.
So being drafted in the first round, top 20 is like, yo, we throwing you right in the fire.
Right.
That's why you went so high. 55 usually is, G League, Russia, Puerto Rico, Mexico, and then after you develop, they go, hey, let's keep an eye on them, we bring them up.
Right.
So that's the difference. If you're the number one quarterback drafted in the NFL, you automatically playing.
You started.
We spent that much money on you. We don't have time to sit back and wait for you to develop.
Right.
Get in the game.
And I'm going to use that as a reference again later on.
Okay.
But that's the difference.
Okay.
So now he's been on the starting team.
Right.
He's getting
playing
minutes.
Time.
He's getting minutes.
Yeah.
He's not performing.
Right.
Mad people are like, it wasn't just Stephen A. Smith. It's damn near every sports commentator is like, yo, he don't belong in the league. Other NBA players are like, yo, he don't belong in the league.
Facts.
This is not news to LeBron. He had to know this was going to happen. I have very many points that I want to make on this, but so Stephen A. Smith said in one segment, I'm
pleading.
I'm pleading with LeBron as a
father.
As a father, I'm pleading with you. Don't do this. Stop doing this.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what LeBron took fault with.
Okay.
Like, yo, the pleading with me as a father, like, bruh, come on, man.
Yeah.
So that's what. Go ahead.
And that's the part, because when I said, I'm looking at everybody going back and forth. LeBron is you know what I mean? He a punk for doing that. LeBron shouldn't do that. And I had put a post up. I was like, well, you know me on Facebook. I like to just make statements to get the engagement going. So I can most of y'all, I can see the people who don't have a father in their life, or you know what I mean, or people who aren't dads. No, I said people who aren't dads.
Aren't dads ain't gonna get this.
I see people who aren't dads or whatever in their lives who fought on LeBron. I said, as a father who has a son, that's what you're supposed to do. And now, as far as him, that's the part I feel like LeBron had an issue with, because that's the only part I saw was the issue where I'm pleading to you as a father. Now you going off of basketball. Now you're questioning me as a dad. This don't even have nothing to do with basketball at this point in time. And I felt like Stephen A. Smith was going too hard on the situation. Say your piece about Bronny, how he's stinking it up, and keep it moving. But to keep pressing and I'm pleading to you as a father, it's like, come on, bro.
See, and that before you got here, that's what I was asking. Like, where is the line that says, all right, we're talking about basketball. Now you're talking about my kid.
You're talking about my decision making as a parent. To my son. People, well, he's in the league now. He's a grown man. That's what comes with the position he's in. Yeah, but that's also what comes with being a parent. And I got to tell people all the time, Stephen A. Smith is a grown-ass man. Bronny is a young man. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference, man. My son about to be 25 next month. If I see somebody in their 40s or 50s coming at him a certain way, I am going to step in.
As you should.
As a father.
Right.
You know what I mean? Regardless. You know what I mean? I'm going to be like, hey, man, chill out.
Okay, so just so I'm clear, are you saying that older sports commentators shouldn't comment on younger players?
They can, but keep it about the game. Keep it strictly about the game. Stephen A. Smith, I don't think, kept it about the game. That's why I said that father line, I think, is what triggered him. If he just talking about it from a sports POV, cool. That's his job. That's what he's supposed to do.
Okay.
He just could have been like, yo, Bronny's, how he does with everybody else.
Right.
Like anybody else thinking it up, he ain't saying, hey, so senior, as a father, tell your son.
Now, like I said to you earlier, we were talking about this before we even sat down. You named the motherfucker LeBron James Jr. You had to know from the day he was born, that's going to put this kid in a microscope, under a microscope for the rest of his life.
From day one.
That's number one. Number two, you want to play basketball too? Your name is LeBron James Jr. And you want to play the same sport that LeBron James is playing? You are under a microscope, my friend.
Yes.
For the rest of your life. Okay? I don't see how a sports commentator, a guy whose job it is to talk about sports, has to say, I can't talk about him because he's 20 years old. The league is 20 to 30.
Yeah.
The league is 20 to 35.
Yeah.
35 is a young man.
The
whole NBA is 20
to 35.
Is 18 because you can go straight out of college.
Right.
It's 18 to 35.
Yep.
Just a young man. So where do we... So if that's the case, what age can Stephen A. say, okay, I can talk about him, he's older enough?
No, I didn't say he couldn't talk about Bronny. I'm just saying the only issue I saw was the father line.
Okay.
That's my only issue that I really saw about that situation.
Okay, so wait, let me ask you another question. So you don't think there's any, I don't want to say fault is a strong word. You don't think there's any issue
with what he
with
did,
anything that LeBron has done
to create this?
To create this.
That's a tough one because I have a bit about about LeBron.
Go.
I mean,
okay.
How I say
he don't play a part in this at all.
He plays a major part in it.
Okay,
getting his son a job.
100% plays a major part in getting his son a job. 100% plays a part in it being part of what LeBron wanted to create as his NBA legacy before he leaves the game. I mean, by all means, I pay $1 million to say years ago LeBron was like, I'm going to be the first person to play in a league with my son. So this is already, I felt like it's been planned. So he was going to go hard in order to make that happen. And I'm sure, and I'm almost positive he had a talk with Bronny like, hey, you're going to be in a tough position. And it's going to be a lot that comes with this. The eye's been on you for a long time. Yeah, well, probably since I would say USC more. They wasn't really tripping on him like that when he was at Sierra
I think
Canyon.
high school.
So you think they was really going hard?
You know why? Because he went to a high school that produces players that play in college or go straight to the league.
Goes to the league at Sierra Canyon.
So that's when he was literally put him in the
spotlight.
In the spotlight of like, okay, this could be a possibility.
Yeah.
I think that's when LeBron said, I agree with you. I agree 100%.
Yeah.
I think at some point, maybe at Sierra Canyon, LeBron was like, shit, I'm 32. If I stick around for another, 6 years, shit, I could play with Bronny if Bronny goes straight to the league.
Yeah.
Like, and I think he really wanted that to happen.
Yeah, by all means, I'm almost positive that's what he wanted.
But again, let's look at the whole scope. Try to look at the whole scope.
Yeah.
He plays at Sierra Canyon, the school that produces NBA players. That's a fact.
Yes.
He goes to USC, which is baby Lakers in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
It's Lakers, USC, then Clippers in LA.
right.
So it's baby Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
More in the spotlight, right? Because now you're playing down the street from Dad.
Right. And he didn't perform well.
Didn't really perform well.
Then he had the heart. The heart, yeah.
Okay. So now that's when stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Now we got to be cool, chill. That's his health.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not fuck around with that. Let's not joke about that. That's some serious shit. Now it's like, I get it. Mother and father are involved.
Right.
It ain't LeBron, the basketball player. Heart goes out to the family, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Stop the story right there.
Yeah.
Right. Then he gets cleared to play basketball. Okay, pick the story back up.
Mm-hmm.
So now I think, like, I don't want to say fault, but if there's any issue, once the heart thing happened, I think LeBron should have slowed down this whole fast tracking him to the NBA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once the heart ailment happened, surgery, it's like, okay, listen, Bronny, maybe our plans have changed a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
To still fast track him for the NBA,
was a little.
What leads me more to believe that was like LeBron definitely wanted this to happen before he left the league.
Yeah.
Because anybody else, there's a player that played for Kansas State. I forgot his name. He played for Florida, then he transferred to Kansas State.
Basketball?
Yeah. What was homie's name? He was nice. I remember. Got busy in the tournament. Had a heart ailment. His stock fell considerably.
Yeah.
I think he got drafted and he's been in the G League somewhere. But he was super nice.
He's nice, yeah.
But that right there is a red flag for everybody.
Everybody.
It wasn't for Bronny.
Right.
Are you saying it wasn't because
he got drafted in the first round?
Okay, yeah. So that because of the influence.
To his father's team.
Now, do you think that if LeBron leaves the league, his influence would not be able to do that after he's out of the league to help his son?
No, LeBron will always have a certain kind of power or hand.
The day he retires, the next day he's buying into a franchise.
Yeah. Okay. So he will always have a say-so as far
he retired on Monday. On Tuesday, he's minority owner of fucking Toronto Raptors or some shit.
Yeah.
So really, maybe he jumped the gun. Are you saying he jumped the gun? Maybe prematurely to put his kid.
He wanted to play. He wanted to play. That's why Bronny was on the roster,
right.
starting
he wanted to play
roster day one, game number 1 of the season. Now, he wanted to play with his son.
Now, mind you, they're not giving Bronny 30 minutes of playing time, 15 minutes. He getting about 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes of playing time. You know what I mean? But I do think LeBron had jumped the gun with that. I agree with you on that part too. I agree 100% that LeBron maybe should have just fell back and let him develop a little bit more because he's going to be criticized regardless. So I think, for the mental aspect of the game for somebody as young as Bronny, I wonder what kind of mental effect is it having on him. Because you can't say it's not bothering him.
Oh, absolutely.
You could say anybody can say anything. Oh, it doesn't bother me. I'm used to it. But you're human.
Right.
I don't care who you are. You hear the noise. There's no way for you not to hear the noise.
How old is he?
And he's 20.
Man.
And to be honest, I see it in his game when he's playing with the Lakers. G League, he has
thinking.
G League, he has a different swag.
Oh, he get busy in G League.
Mm-hmm.
In the G League, I think that's his peer group.
Mm-hmm.
That's the group. And they send him down to they rotate him back and forth to the G League. G League, he'll go down there and drop 25 points in a game.
Yeah.
And then come back on the Laker roster and drop like 3.
And it's
but I think that's the group.
And it's because it's in his head. It's just like when I play ball, I go to LA Fitness, right? And it depends the hours that I go. I'll look at the gym and say, oh, okay, these they ain't really ball.
Still got the early crew in there.
Like, I'll go in there and be like, you know what I mean, and drop some buckets. But if I go at a certain time and see a whole bunch of grown men in there really balling, I'm like, you know, it
ain't that serious.
My confidence gonna be a little, you know what I mean, like, because I haven't been playing as well, and that's the thing with Bronny. You can see Bronny hesitating and thinking when he's on that team. If he just lets go and let his game come to him, I think he'll be okay. But you know, man, it's curious. So I wanted your take on it because you know you have a son. Mm-hmm. What would you have done in that situation?
All right, okay, let's put a pin in that. Yeah. I'll come back to that. This whole thing is I'm talking about this whole thing more so not about Bronny's basketball ability.
Yeah.
My whole thing was like, we got to talk about this on the podcast today because, as I said to Fox earlier, once you are in the public eye, people have the right to criticize.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm. Anything you do, not even in the public eye, like once you have a job, any job, people have the right to say, I don't like the way he does that job.
Yeah.
Any fucking job. If I'm walking down the hallway, the motherfucker mopping the floor, I could go, yo, man, this nigga don't mop the floor right. Like, and somebody be like, yeah, well, I like the way he mopped the floor. Like, any time, once you get a job, there are people that have the right to criticize your job.
Yeah, once you walk out of the house, you're going to be scrutinized for everything that you do or say.
Once you graduate high school, once you go to high school, once you graduate junior high school, and you go into high school, you're a young man. You're making decisions that you want to make. You might even have a car. You might, tell your dad, I'm staying out till midnight. I'll be back later. You know, you got a lot more rope when you're ninth grade. You know what I'm saying? Now you're making decisions based on what you want to do. People have the right to say, I don't like this kid.
Yeah.
Just look at how this kid dresses, whatever. My point is that Bronny has a job now that comes with a lot of scrutiny.
Right. And and to make it clear, I don't think he should be exempt from that at all.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
okay.
So my take is definitely he shouldn't be exempt. He's in the league, of course, he's going to be criticized and everything. That's 100% fine.
Right.
Like I said, my only thing was just, and we all know Stephen A. could go hard.
Stephen A. could go hard
on certain topics. Yes. And his voice, his tone, his dialect. Oh, I'm pleased.
He can go hard, and I don't always agree with him.
And
I don't always agree with every point he makes. I don't always agree with any of the sports commentators. But sometimes they make a point that I'm like, I don't agree with it, but damn, that was a good point he made.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And Stephen A. is one of them. Either, to be honest, for the majority, and correct me if I'm wrong, either people love him or hate him. There's not too many, and not hate, but they like him, love him or hate him in the sense of commentating. It's not too many people that's kind of in the middle with them. You'll find some, but a lot of people, I can't stand Stephen A.
Don't get me started on the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks.
They don't like all of that. You're right.
Yo,
the New York Knicks.
You mean to tell me they don't like it?
Like he'll do like,
yeah.
I'm simply saying. LeBron James.
Right.
The Philadelphia 76ers have no business playing with the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks. Yeah. Like, dude, come on.
You're right.
So some people
theatrics.
Theatrical performance, like I said.
Worse than Shannon, to me. You know what I mean?
Shannon's wild, too.
Shannon, wild boy. But, so people either love him or hate him for those antics. And, but I think we've all learned a valuable lesson. Like, you can always go beyond the line. You can always go out of the boundaries. You can always go too far with whatever job you do. And I think at that particular...
I've said this my whole life. Black people only do a job one of two ways. Every nigga that has a job on this planet only does that job one of two ways. I swear to you, this is the truth. And from this day forward, you will see this. Every time you see a black person doing a job, you're going to go, oh shit, Tony Rock. That is the realest shit Tony Rock ever said. Black people only do a job one of two ways. I already know. They either overdo the motherfucker. They either overdo it, like, all right, nigga, you act like you own the fucking store. Or they don't do the shit at all. Ain't no in between with niggas. They either overdo shit, like, yo, my man, you act like you own the fucking restaurant.
You don't own the place. You think you own the place today?
They be like, I don't give a fuck.
Hey, get your own plate.
Damn. Every nigga with a job that I have ever encountered.
You got some nerve telling me.
Ain't no in-betweens, man.
Man. You got sugar over there.
Damn. It's like, you
don't want to be here. Would you like some sugar? Please? The sugar's right here. Would you?
Yeah.
All right, bro. I ain't even asked for sugar. Like, calm down.
Don't you hate when you go to see somebody do their job and they on their phone? It's like, this is not an on your phone job.
Yo, let me tell you something. We're going to come back to this topic. We're going to come back to this topic.
Damn.
I hate, my mother said don't use the word hate, but this is what I hate. There's an old barbershop I used to go to. I would hate going in there and it's a couch full of dudes waiting to get a haircut. Like I'm cutting them. I walk in like my barber's like, yo, Tone next whenever I get there, so I'm good. But it's like 5, 6, 7 dudes on the couch waiting to get a haircut. And 2 dudes in the chair eating their food like I'm on lunch.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, I get that you are entitled to have lunch. I get that. But see, the hustler in me sees the opportunity like, yo, these guys are all waiting. Why don't I put my food down and knock some of these cuts out to get them on their way because they got a cut for something. They might have a cut for something more important than me sitting here having lunch. So I'll put my food down, delay my lunch. Yes, delay my lunch. No, my man, let me get you out of here real quick. You're gonna remember that, like, yo, oh, homie, I was in a rush. Homie got me out of there. I'm gonna go back to him next week.
Yeah.
Now that's my barber. He got me in and out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I would be sitting there like, yo, I can't believe these motherfuckers. It's just like,
that's a barbershop.
Niggas in the barbershop just like eating like, yo, what are y'all doing? Like I would never say anything. It's like, yo, that's crazy that they don't even want to work.
Damn. In front of everybody, like they ain't no break.
Yo, I used to hate that. I would be just sitting there like, yo, if I was a barber, I would make so much money because I'd be like, oh, my man, you waiting? Yeah. Bruh, put my food down. Let me knock you out real quick, right? I can eat later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm in the shop all day anyway.
Right.
I'll wait till it's slow.
Then you can
eat my
food.
Food. But while it's packed, that's money-making opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's so I would always hate that. I always hated that, man. But that's what I'm saying. Like they either overdo it or don't do it at all. But back to this topic. So Charleston, what were you saying? If he was in what regard?
In that same position. If
comic?
Okay, let's just say comic.
Okay.
He's, his last name is Rock. Everybody know who his dad is. Everybody know.
Wait, hold up. Charleston's last name is Rock.
I don't
want nobody watch like, well, Charleston's name Rock? That's Charleston Daniel Wesley Rock. Okay. I don't want my to be like, wait, Charleston's last name Rock? That's Rock Boy right there.
I'm just breaking it down intricately.
Yeah. Okay, last name Rock, in the same business.
Influence.
They know
Nepotism.
They know who his dad is. They know who his uncle is.
Okay. Both uncles, everything.
Right.
And you like, all right, look, son, you have an opportunity to get on stage. I know you've been doing comedy for a short period of time.
Right.
You're going to be able to skip the line, right? Because it's something you want. Like, yo, I might could do this special on Netflix, and it'd be the first father, son, uncle special. I'm doing it. And then somebody who critiques comedy on a big scale, got the biggest podcast, and he up there like, Charleston Rock I'm pleading as a father. Don't do this to your son. He's not ready to be exposed. As a father.
Okay. So.
And I know you.
I'm responding to what you said.
Yeah.
Okay. So the biggest special, father, uncle, son.
Yeah.
That's a one-time thing. So I would do that because it's a one-time thing. You understand?
Okay.
Right.
It's a difference than putting my son in an entire season of something. So for that, absolutely, I'd be like, yo, Charleston, you're going to open the show. You're going to open the show. But as the brother that chose to not skip the line, I would have to make sure he he follows the same path that I did. Like, yo, you got to put your own work in. Now that thing, that's a one-off. That right there, I would absolutely do that. I would absolutely be like, yo, I got to deal with Hulu or whoever, and they gave me money for a special, and my brothers signed on. Charleston's opening the show because it's a one-time thing. Yeah, and it's a moment. It's like Haley's Comet. It's like once in a lifetime thing. So I would absolutely do that. The critique,
but say it's a tour. Say they make it a tour now.
Okay.
So this to make it equivalent to what's going on.
Okay, so a tour, I would probably do the same thing. I'd probably like, we're gonna skip the line and put him on this tour. He gonna skip the line. Yeah. And
then you got all these big podcasts like a Rogan podcast. Yeah. And somebody that millions and millions of viewers, and they just going hard on you. You gonna, your son and let's just add to it. Say your son got over a whole speech impediment. Now, what I mean? Something just happened and it's something more sentimental for you too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, he couldn't even, talk when he was 3.
Right.
Now he's up here. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, eloquently saying material. Yeah. How are you gonna I feel like you're gonna be like,
you would be offended.
You're gonna be like, hey man.
I would be offended. I would be offended. I would be upset.
Yeah.
But the dad in me would be offended like that. The comic in me is like, bro, this is. Now you didn't add. Like, what if he's thinking it up too? Because Bronny ain't playing good.
Yeah, he's thinking.
So what if he's like,
you got to add that.
Moderately funny.
Yeah.
I'd be like, listen, I would consider cutting his time maybe, but for what it is, for the legacy. For the fact that listen, for the fact that I'm not gonna be here one day, and you will be, the fact that we did this together is gonna live forever. You're gonna tell your kids about you and Grandpa doing this thing. So of course I would. Of course I would.
So here's a question: in LeBron Jr.'s case, did he earn it?
That's a Trey question.
So, all right. So let me say this. Did he earn it as far as going to the Lakers? Did he earn it? As far as him playing basketball, that's all he does.
Did he earn the 55th pick, first round, not playing a whole season at college? What was he, 1 and done? Was he 1 and done or 2 and done?
1.
It was 1 and done. You sure? 1 and done?
1 and done.
Okay, so 1 and done. Didn't even. How many games did he play?
4, 5, 7. Yeah, it was like maybe 4 or 5, something like that.
Okay, 5 games.
Yeah,
If 5, 1 and done, 55th pick, first round. Did he deserve that?
No. He didn't deserve it based off of He didn't deserve it based off of what the normal players will have to go through to get that.
Oh, okay. So let me ask it a different way.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Did he qualify to go to the NBA draft?
So those are 2 different questions.
Okay, right. That's why
did he deserve it? I would say he deserved it only for the fact of he put in a lot of work playing basketball. He hoops. He balls.
Okay.
He studies basketball. He eat, breathes, and sleep.
Yeah, he's definitely being taught basketball from
basketball.
The most right. Basketball minds.
Exactly.
His father.
So deserving, yes.
Hey, I have a question. Can y'all check this? Who was drafted after him, the pick right after him, and where is he right now?
Find that out. Did he qualify? No.
Okay, yeah. I probably should have asked that.
Yeah, he didn't qualify.
Okay.
Deserving, yeah. Qualified, no.
Who's picked before and who's picked after? Who's picked 54 and 56? And where are they right now?
Anton Watson.
Where is he?
It's at the Ralph's grocery store.
That nigga sound like he at motherfucking Pep Boys. Huh?
Boys. So Bronny he skipped the line in every sense of the word.
He skipped the line, but the guy who was drafted in front of him hasn't had any stats.
Wow.
So
that name might not be.
After him is Nick, and
the guy before him might not even be in the league then.
Right.
I don't think he is.
Right.
So in every
the guy after him not even rostered.
So 54 and 56 not in the league.
Right.
So
55 is starting. Is like starting game one for the Lakers.
nepotism in every sense of the word.
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Well, I'm not saying that. I mean, that's a whole
Yeah.
different issue. You know how
Okay,
you
so
use
wait.
nepotism,
Here's
but
a
this
question.
is NBA league.
Here's a question.
Your dad.
What are we calling nepotism? What is everybody's definition of nepotism? What are we
Okay.
calling nepotism?
Mine is you have a family member or a close relationship with someone that has access to what you want, and you get brought in because of the relationship, blood or a tight relationship. So
That's it.
yeah, that's what I'm calling it. Using your association.
It's different.
Wait,
levels.
that's your definition in total.
Yes.
So no reference to whether or not that person has experience in that thing.
It helps, but
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Okay,
let me try to clarify my question.
Okay.
So we saying nepotism. We just everybody like a lot of people say that word like nepotism. But what if? Okay, so what if there's a kid whose father owns a law firm, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets the job, and they were like, "Yo, it's
Right.
nepotism." But what if this kid
With the
went to
knowledge.
law school,
Mhm.
graduated law school, passed the bar? He has the credentials
Mhm.
that would warrant that job. Now, the fact that he gets it just because his father owns the law firm, does that
That's
that negate all of the steps, the proper steps that he followed to be in that position?
No.
Now, listen, he went to law school, he graduated law school, he passed the bar.
Mhm.
Everybody has to do that to
Right.
become a lawyer. So he took the rightful steps,
Right.
but then his father just goes to come work for me. That's nepotism?
It's nepotism if there was another candidate that may have scored higher.
Okay.
Okay. Let's read this. This is what Mark just sent me the definition.
No, I didn't mean the
real
Webster's
term.
definition.
Your-
I'm saying,
just
what
your
are we
version.
calling?
Okay, but
Go.
this pretty much says what I said, with the exception of the influence favoring relatives, friends, or associates, especially by giving them jobs. So that doesn't have to be family. It could be whatever the relationship is.
Right.
So we're not talking about qualifications. We're not talking about have you studied this? The lawyer example, I like that because you can't be a lawyer
Okay,
without
so
passing the bar.
if we're not talking about
Okay.
the qualifications, then what are we really talking about? Like, if you're qualified for something, and somebody goes, "Hey, well, just come work for me," you took all this, you took the same steps that I took to get the job.
Mhm.
Now I'm in a position to give you a job. How is that bad? Now, like you said, somebody might have scored higher,
Mhm.
It
but
is
I mean,
not.
we know this country don't work like that. This country don't work like whoever scores higher.
I
This
never-
country is not run by the highest scorers.
No.
Yeah. True.
This country's run by motherfuckers that know motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The highest scorers don't always be the guy.
Yeah.
True.
I'm not against nepotism.
Yes. Speaking of nepotism,
Mhm.
say again? That's a chapter book? You're starting to read chapter books? You're starting to read chapter books? What chapter are you on? You didn't start yet. Okay, listen, we doing the podcast. Can I ask you a question?
No.
Come here, let me ask you a question. Hey, we talking about nepotism. Would you go on tour and open the tour for Dada and Uncle Chris and Uncle Jordan? You want me to open an act?
No.
Okay. You want to come out at the end and say goodnight, everybody?
No.
You want to come out and say go poop everybody at the end?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. You're hired. You're hired. You're going on tour with us, okay?
That's all we need.
Pack your bags, okay? You're going on tour.
Landscaper.
You're a landscaper? Are you qualified to be a landscaper, or is this nepotism? Nepotism? Okay. We'll say what's up to Joe Fox. Look. Say what's up, Joe
Charleston.
Fox.
Charleston, he doing a TikTok video. What are you doing?
Say what's up, Trey.
What up, kid? What up, kid?
He's on one. All right, Dada's gonna finish the podcast now, okay?
Why are we not doing this one? We can if you want to.
Hey, I'm gonna finish the podcast now, okay? All right, I love you to all the planets. If they make new planets, I will love you to those too, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Give me one. Give me one. Peace.
He said, peace.
So I'm not against it.
I'm not against it either. But if you are not qualified, like obviously
I think that has
is
to
the
be
problem.
a part of the definition.
Well, it isn't. like that,
Well,
and it's not part of mine. But it's not part of mine
in
either.
our terms,
Okay,
it
look,
is.
look. I'm an airline pilot.
Okay.
No, I own my own airline.
Right.
I'm a pilot as well.
Mm-hmm.
I worked my way through. I piloted a plane. I bought a plane. I run my own airline now.
Mm-hmm.
My son has passed all the credentials required to be a pilot.
Mm-hmm.
You should hire him.
No. Trey's son has passed all the credentials.
Mm-hmm.
Every box is checked
Right.
to be a pilot.
Right.
Charleston says, "Dad, I want to be a pilot." Nigga ain't never step on a plane. And I hire him.
Right, you hire Charles.
That's nepotism.
Okay.
I feel like, yeah.
I think that's.
If I say to Bryce, all the steps, he followed every step, I'm going to hire Bryce
Mhm.
because of our relationship, but also he has the qualifications.
Mm.
How's that nepotism?
Okay. I say that you're right. I agree with what you're saying, but there's a wrong way to use nepotism.
There is.
Listen.
Why-
No, I was trying to decide, like, do I want to hear the answer, the reason why, or do I want to say my statement first?
Right. Yeah, it's most definitely a wrong way.
I want to.
Okay.
What's the wrong way to use it? What's the wrong way to use
He
nepotism?
ain't qualified.
That's what I said.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the only reason, right?
Okay. Yeah. So don't use nepotism unless he's qualified.
Is that your wrong reason?
That's my definition.
Okay, because I was gonna say, my statement was gonna be,
Mhm.
first of all, black people don't have the luxury of black people, that rule shouldn't apply to us.
Why not?
That there's a wrong way to use nepotism.
Yeah.
Unless the person is not qualified,
Uh-huh.
we shouldn't hire him. Hire him or her.
Right.
Hire him or her. Look at that.
Yeah.
that. We'll do women as well. But if you black and you run some shit,
You need to bring that.
hire every nigga you can that is qualified.
You need to bring that
Okay,
elevator
okay.
down.
Every nigga you can that is qualified. Hire every one of them.
Because look, let's be honest. White people do it all the time, and a lot of times the people they bring in are not qualified.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They are learning on the on the job.
George Bush Jr. was a C student.
He said it. I didn't.
Was a C student.
C student.
He failed out of college. He had a cocaine problem.
Right.
He was the president of the United States.
Yes.
Hi.
Because his daddy
Because his dad
was the
was.
president of the United States before him.
Yeah, you mean to tell me you can't get Bronny in the league?
Hey man. But hey,
I believe
you should be qualified, and then the favoritism because of the association, I think that helps. But when you just blatantly, oh yeah, you get a job, yeah,
Yo,
all my friends,
to be honest,
I don't know what I'm gonna have you do. I'm just gonna give you some money and I'm just gonna give you a title.
Usually it's a shitty job when it just happens that easy.
yeah.
Okay,
It's
well.
just like like I had an aunt that ran housing urban development in Brooklyn.
Mhm.
Department of Housing and Urban Development, right?
Mhm.
That's like they would fix up the projects. They would try to fix up the projects,
Yeah.
but the niggas would
mess it up the next
would
day.
pee in the elevator still. But I had a job one summer of painting the projects.
Right.
She hired me like that.
Mhm.
It don't take much to do that shit.
Yeah,
So yeah, it was nepotism, but not on the highest level.
yeah.
Right.
I was this.
And that's what I say. I think, man, listen, I agree with nepotism. Like, yo, I don't care if I'm qualified or not. Bring me in. I'll learn on the job.
No.
I'll learn on the job.
I don't care if I'm qualified or
I
not.
don't have a problem with nepotism. I don't have a problem with nepotism. I have no issue with it if that person is totally qualified.
I don't feel like everybody, because some people don't have the opportunity or the money or the resources to get qualified.
Well,
Because
wait, if it's
let's talk-
nepotism, it's family, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm
Or your
running the business,
association.
I'll say, yo, go start this right now. So when you finish that, I can give you a job.
Yeah, because
That's how it should work.
Because mind you, listen, and when I say bring anybody up, you don't necessarily have to be qualified. I'm talking from a knowledgeable standpoint. I'm not talking about you operating a plane or a train where you put people lives
Right.
in danger.
That's why I said that. 'Cause it's like lives in danger.
Yeah, that ain't nepotism. That's just a hookup.
I'm talking on some like just in our terms, is something that you can understand. If you are the head writer of the show, and I'm not a writer, I haven't written on the show ever, but it's just like, yo, I'll bring you in and I will teach you. You just sit back, don't say nothing, just be quiet, have a laptop, and I'll show you the ropes. I'll show you how to write in the network, just lay low. Like, I'm talking on some stuff like that. Like, everybody not going to be qualified, I feel like, at some point in time, and you need maybe just to get in there and to learn how to do that, to have the hands-on experience.
Yeah, I mean,
like, why not? Like, bring that elevator down. Because we already lack, we don't have those opportunities.
I told you this story before. I got on an airplane one time. I was flying across country. It was raining at the airport. Wind blowing, rainy. One of those nights you're like, man, I'd rather not even take this flight. I walk on the plane. There's a black captain and co-captain. I slept so soundly on that plane. You know why?
Soundly.
Because I knew that those two niggas to be assigned to fly this plane and then paired together, they probably made them motherfuckers fly through hurricanes and tornadoes.
We need to make sure you absolutely qualify.
They made them fly a plane into the ocean and out the ocean. They made them fly in a volcano, fucking barbecue some skewers and fly out. They made those motherfuckers, they made them work to get that position.
Facts.
So I was like, this little bit of rain and wind ain't gonna affect them at all. I got on that plane, put my seat back, and slept the whole time because I was like, these brothers have been through a lot to get that position.
Yeah, they were probably Tuskegee Airmen.
They flew in Afghanistan, of course. Of course, they flew in Afghanistan. So I was like, that right there coincides with my statement that black people, if you in a position of hiring, if you the guy that says yay or nay. Black person qualified, hire that motherfucker.
Yeah. I feel
qualified, hire that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You should hire the best people that you can get.
But that doesn't work. That ain't how the world works.
But
you should. Okay. In theory, that's a great thing that the best people get the job all the time.
In a perfect world. But
that's not how the world works.
What you said, you should always be able to hire your family, even though business and family don't mix and all that. Yeah, you should always be able to, build an empire, something that you can hand down and keep in the family.
And let's be real.
You should be able to do that.
Let's be real.
Should be able.
Some of us, somebody in this room has hired family to just stay out the way. You're gonna get a check every week, nigga. Just go sit down.
You on the payroll? I just don't need you to do nothing.
I don't need you to do nothing. Just get this check.
So. Like, all right, so one time when I was
you're welcome, Kenny.
Probably like year 5 out here, I had a job. I had a job managing this thing in the mall. And Boogie needed a job. My boy Ozzy needed a job. And I was just like, I'm the manager, come down so it could look like I'm interviewing. And you got a job.
Just fill out this form.
I said, fill out the app, come. We just gonna go to the food court and just talk regular.
So we did that. Go.
Yeah, and yo, like y'all got the job. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I just said sometimes. And it was an easy job. It was nothing really qualified. I knew they could do it, but it just reminded me of the time where Petey Green what's the name? Talk to me. The movie that Don Cheadle did, and he was displaying, portraying the character Petey Green, who was a DJ in DC. Now, Petey Green didn't have any radio experience. I think when he was locked up, he would do something on the radio in jail or something like that, but he didn't have no professional radio, nothing, no resume, nothing. And he was going to the station, just harassing, had the megaphone in the station, just doing whatever. And whatever happened, and he ended up getting a job. Something happened, and he busted in the room and just took over. And he was so good, they ended up hiring him. He didn't have any experience.
That's a whole other thing right there. Like, some people ain't qualified on paper,
but
they qualified in skills,
and that's
in people.
And going back to what I was saying, qualifications on paper. That's why I did that. That doesn't mean anything, because the majority of the people, I forgot how the stat go, but it's like our C students, C or D students. 65% of people are like C or D
That's
students,
true.
whatever.
That's true.
Right? But there are more C or D students who are CEOs of companies or billionaires because they hire the A students. They hire the people who know how to be qualified on paper.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the head person has a certain skill of something else. Not necessarily I could do this test or be in school or whatever. So that's what I'm saying.
They know how to surround themselves with the right people.
So it ain't always about the qualifications on paper. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I could do the job. I could play the drums. No, I don't know how to read sheet music, but I can play the drums.
Right.
And then you could teach me. But you know, nigga,
I don't want to keep making it a black thing. I don't want to keep making it a black thing. But that's also a parallel to like how black people will think they're not qualified for something because they don't know it in a proper setting, but they know it in a personal setting. Like for example, several black people play the piano like fucking Mozart.
Play by ear.
Can't read music for shit.
That's the guy in my church.
It's niggas on the corner in Santa Monica tear the guitar up like fucking you wouldn't believe.
They're musically illiterate.
I learned by ear.
Yeah.
So now they won't qualify
For
in
both.
this regard. Like here's play this. Shit, I don't do it like that. I do it like this, but I do it as effectively as if I did it like that.
Yeah, you talking about the fundamentals.
They are technically not qualified.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
We don't know how to decipher like this person has personal skills. Like he's personable. This guy can sell water to a whale, right? But he doesn't have a degree in marketing and development.
Well, he doesn't have the experience with
That's what, nigga, let's take it back to the street. Every drug dealer I know was a fucking, had a mouth like, yo, I could do this, but yo, check this out. But I'm like, oh shit, they could just talk their way into anything.
Yeah.
But they couldn't go into a school of business and articulate how this product should be marketed in this. But on the corner, that's why like a lot of people say, like some of the biggest drug dealers that were taken down, the people that took them down were like, yo, when I realized how they ran their business, this guy could have ran a Fortune 500 company.
Yeah, say it all the time.
They say it all the time. He could have been the head of Xerox, or he could have been the head of this, because he ran a business, but he didn't run it by your.
And they didn't use
those
words.
Yeah,
you know,
they didn't run it by your statistics or your
I mean,
business mode.
It's a business fundamentals protocol.
Right? Yeah.
Like you don't know how to do this properly, so you can communicate on a business level with other businesses.
Right.
So
I don't
talking
agree.
about credentials.
Yeah, I feel like it should be. It should go both ways. Like, okay, you may not be, qualify in this aspect, but let's see what you could do.
There should be somebody in the hiring process that's like, okay, on paper, not much, but let's see what you operate like we throw you in the mix and see how you operate.
Yeah,
and they're like, oh shit, this motherfucker
he
doing?
good,
Like, outshining the people that's on paper more qualified.
Yeah, and sometimes on paper, that's all you see is the paper, and you don't really see.
No, that's the thing. The people that sit on the other side of the table and interview you are just reading your paper. Oh, it says here you do that. Okay, you did. They more interested in the paper than the person.
Right.
We are more interested in the person than the paper.
Right. And that's how you find good people.
That's how you find good people.
I think there is a balance that you gotta strike. I mean, sometimes your reputation, depending on I don't know what the business is, but if you have credentialed people in these positions, I think that probably says, and they're qualified, and they're whoever in your family or whatever. I think that speaks to the quality.
But that's
of
like references are basically that. References are basically somebody said, "Yo,
he can do it."
You're gonna appreciate the person, not the paper.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's what
a reference is, yo, listen, paper, no. Person, yes. Bring them in and talk to them. You're gonna be impressed with the person, more so than the paper.
Like how less number of preachers would we have if they had to have a freaking
Yeah,
doctor agree.
Preacher's perfect example. Motherfuckers just got the gift of gab.
You got the gift of gab. And you have
Pimps are the same way. They just got the gift of gab.
Yeah.
They the same motherfucker. The preacher and the pimp, same motherfucker. They just
different directions.
They went this way and they went this way.
So,
That's true.
I think if we had more of that in our community, Black community, you know what I mean? I think we would, it could take us much further. That's why I wasn't mad at LeBron for bringing Bronny.
I'm not mad at him either.
Ultimately, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Ultimately, I'm not mad at it at all.
Yeah.
I just know that, bruh, you have been grooming this kid for this his entire life.
Mm-hmm.
You named him LeBron James Jr.
Mm-hmm.
He plays the same sport. You had your team draft him. He's on the same team with the same name, playing the same sport.
And don't get no more pressure.
Bruh, you gotta know. Don't get no more pressure, but you gotta know the critics are gonna be
all over
chomping at the bit to say something about him.
They're gonna look for anything to say he shouldn't be there.
You have exceeded expectations as LeBron James.
Right.
Yeah.
Now LeBron James is not exceeding expectations.
Mm-hmm. Just like, what up with that? Now
You know what I'm
they're
saying?
looking at him.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm curious to see what's going to happen in the next year or two. I'm hoping it's one of those just great stories where, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, he just comes out and he just starts balling. You know, I hope that, but you know, man, I've seen this happen with other people. I mean, remember when Master P had little Romeo? Romeo was playing for USC, and a lot of people say he got on the team just because. And you know, and he didn't really play those many years in college.
Didn't Puff's son play for UCLA?
Puff's son played football
for UCLA,
and
he beat the trainer up because he wasn't getting.
Beat the trainer up because he wasn't getting no playing time.
Say, man,
yeah, you know what I mean?
Put me in the game.
But
holler at you for a second.
it's all part of. I'm not gonna tell your son no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? Who you are, the last name. So all that plays is carrying weight. But when you have that, you don't have no choice but to go hard or do good, or else they're going to eat you alive, and that's fine. But just leave certain things out of it when you eating me a lot. Like, you know, when you critiquing or when you saying certain things, try to make it as less personal as possible and just keep it more on the game. Yeah, that way I don't got to step to you.
Yeah, Stephen A. obviously made it personal. He didn't keep it about the game, you know. Yeah. So I definitely think it was appropriate for LeBron to step to him to say, man, say whatever he said. Whatever
we don't know what he said, but
from the clip, I just saw him. He kept saying, "That's my son, man. That's my son. Yo, that's my son, man."
Yeah. And
then like Stephen A. head moved, and you could see LeBron like this. You couldn't see what he was saying. And then Stephen A. head moved. He was like, "I'm just saying, that's my son, man." I was like, "Oh." But LeBron, even Stephen A. himself said, "I can't repeat what he said because it will violate FCC guidelines."
Yeah.
Switching subjects.
Sensationalize that.
I just had real quick. I just had a post that I posted on my IG about LeBron. It's at 450,000 views now.
On your what?
On my IG about LeBron. So it's been going viral. It got a lot of legs on there.
Dope.
Where I would say LeBron was the first real life creative player, and I feel like LeBron was made in a lab. Because this nigga don't got no cousins. Nobody has came out and said, you know what I mean? Like, this nigga just came out of nowhere, 6'7" already. You know what I mean? Like, he just really...
I'm surprised his daddy ain't show up yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nigga don't got no cousins. Niggas, you know what I mean? Like, nobody just coming out. I said, man, LeBron was created, man. Like,
they cloned Tyrone.
Talking about his grandma. Like, it's something. I was like, yo, you don't got nobody
Where
coming
your
out
family?
Yeah. So I got a lot of legs, man, and it's getting a lot of views right now. So it's about 450,000.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Now I was gonna say this before you change.
Go. I'm gonna change something.
Should Black-owned companies have DEI programs, policies?
And what would that look like?
Meaning they have to hire people other than Black people.
I mean, if you want the business to be ran, you know what I mean, a certain kind of way, I feel like, you know, you should.
Wait, hold up. Wait. Should Black-owned businesses...
Okay. I'll give you...
Go, please do.
Here's a Black bank, okay? All Black people, Black
Mhm.
secretaries, black tellers. Trey's like, I ain't finna do it.
Go.
No. Okay. Should they be held to account by having non-black people working there?
They I feel like they should. You can't discriminate on both ends.
Yeah, we can't play by the rules they play by.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like HBCUs. I mean, when I went to Clark, we had a white punter on the football team. Like they were able to get minority scholarships. White people are able to get minority scholarships when they go to HBCUs. So still think we gotta play by the regular rules. We can't make any exceptions.
Okay.
I mean, we can choose as a company whether or not to have the policy or not. But you don't know if it's black everything. Yeah, you know.
Black owned restaurant. Ain't nobody in there working that's not black.
Well, niggas ain't eating there. You know that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. If black people walk in a black owned restaurant
And
it ain't black people,
nah, we're not gonna
we're
eat.
not eating that. You know that.
Okay, yeah, but
That mac and cheese is gonna be
That mac and cheese
horrible.
okay, so black owned restaurants don't need to have
Black owned restaurants are exempt. From
Exempt.
That.
They can have them in running the finances.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, black owned. I'm not eating at no black owned restaurant that's ran by. The hostess could be a little pretty white girl. But if I look in that kitchen and I don't see grandma,
Right.
All right. Okay. Interesting question. Interesting
yeah,
answer.
we'll bring that one back up on another episode.
Yeah.
Because I definitely want to switch subjects. I want to. Okay. We all men here, right?
All right. Who done tore off and made you
We
mad?
all men here. No, nobody made me mad. Not personally.
Yeah.
In bitches ain't shit news. In bitches ain't shit news. Have you followed this story of Xavier Worthy?
No.
Have you followed this story?
Tell me the story, and I'll let you know if I know it.
Xavier Worthy is a wide receiver from the Kansas City Chiefs.
Right. I know. Yeah. I know.
And let me backtrack. Okay, so like I told Joe Fox earlier today, when I make my little statements about people in my comments on social media and all that stuff, I'm just saying that I'll be like, yo, y'all stupid, or y'all niggas don't know what y'all talking about. All I'm saying is you guys are stupid because you're making assumptions based on having no facts. That's all I'm saying. You guys are saying stuff and you really don't have the fucking facts.
Not at all.
At all. So you're just going on, I'm gonna form an entire opinion based on nothing that I know that is truthful. That's why I say y'all are dumb and y'all are stupid all the time.
And they be serious.
And we'll stand on that shit.
Stand on it.
That's why I say y'all are stupid all the time. I don't say y'all are stupid because y'all have an opinion.
Yeah.
Because everybody's entitled to an opinion.
Nah, I get it.
I just say y'all are dumb because y'all don't have all the facts.
I get it. Yeah.
So with that said, I do not have all the facts on this next story.
Okay.
Okay? What I have read and disseminated from what I've heard, Xavier Worthy is a wide receiver from the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's a fact.
2 touchdowns in the Super Bowl.
He is a Super Bowl winning wide receiver.
Fact. That's
Got a ring.
Fact. Yeah, got a ring. Fact.
Young boy.
got
Got the world. His whole life is ahead of him.
He doesn't?
Huh?
Philadelphia won, didn't
They won that. The Chiefs won the year before, right?
they? He's a rookie.
Oh, he's a rookie. Okay.
He just caught 2 touchdowns.
He had scored 2 touchdowns.
Even though they lost.
Okay, so he didn't get a ring.
Okay.
He didn't get a ring, but he's on his way to great things in the NFL.
Yeah.
Will we agree on that?
Amen.
Okay.
All right.
Xavier Worthy proposed to his girlfriend. She said yes, making her his fiance. These are the facts, right? I want to make sure I
Okay. I
tread
don't think I've heard this.
Like-
story.
Okay, go ahead.
Xavier Worthy, from all accounts that I have read and disseminated, not guessing. I'm not guessing. This is the shit I've read and seen on TV. Because he was about to make such a huge undertaking in his life, marrying a woman.
Life-changing decision.
Life-changing decision. You marry the wrong woman, or you have a kid with the wrong woman. These are facts. It'll set your life back 20 years, if not more.
Right.
So Xavier Worthy, young boy, did his due diligence and hired a private investigator. Yo, just
Bravo,
make sure,
kid.
Just make sure she,
Yeah, she
make
good.
sure
She's
she good.
straight.
Like, you know what I'm saying? See what you can
Smart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He come back with the manila envelope. Yo, I don't know if you want to see this, bro. Don't make me do it. Next nigga. She with the next nigga. She's cheating on him. She accepted the ring, accepted the lifestyle, but she's cheating on him. Xavier Worthy says to her, the wedding is off. You have to leave my house.
Okay.
This is over. You have to leave my house. For over a month. She stayed in his residence,
Squatted,
and would not leave.
Right.
Damn.
He confronts her. You have to leave my house. You have to leave my house. You have to leave my house. This is over. She runs through the house and destroys his house. TVs, plates, glasses, destroys his residence. Then calls the police and says he assaulted me. And he gets arrested.
Wow. When was this?
This
Damn.
just happened.
He assaulted him. He has locks.
Yeah.
Long rips, fighting him. Rips locks out of his hair.
So there was a physical altercation.
She
She
assaulted
attacked
him.
She assaulted him.
Ripped the locks out of his hair. Called the cops and said he beat me up. Had it not been
He got video.
for cameras in
Yeah,
his
yeah,
home,
Right.
he would have probably been out the NFL.
Yeah, would have lost his contract.
Lost his contract voided, back home with his mama. But the cameras
Caught
told the
everything.
truth.
That
Samson,
Delilah.
the strongest man to ever walk the earth, was destroyed by the woman that slept in his arms.
That is a
And he's what, 20?
20 years old.
20 years old, proposed to the wrong woman.
I wonder how old she was. It sounded like she's young too.
Shit, it don't matter. Oh, it matters, but
Yeah, it definitely matters. Because you got to think about this.
a mature woman wouldn't do that.
The chances are less likely. Chances are less likely.
I'm
For a grown, mature woman. Somebody in their mid 40s, late 50s ain't about to, like,
She knew
I
what
ain't
she
talking
was
about
doing.
no real husband. No Hollywood wives type. I'm talking like these real regular women.
Hey, the older they get and they that scandalous, that doesn't make no difference. I see what you're saying, but
because
she would have been aware of them cameras in there.
a 20-year-old, let's just say she's 20.
Okay. Mark, you know how old she was? College girl, they around the same age. She wilding.
She wilding.
She wilding. So
she doesn't know how to handle her emotions. That's some young girl shit right there, which is why you shouldn't get engaged at 20 and
Go. Yeah, sorry.
I mean, I don't think it's wise, especially if you're a professional athlete, to get engaged that early, especially with a chick that young. Because you don't nobody know themselves yet. He doesn't really know who he is as a millionaire and a professional athlete all the way yet. And she don't know who she is, period. You know what I mean? Like, she's still doing young girl shit.
Yeah. Smash,
and just because you get a ring on your finger and you see this lifestyle, she's still going to be doing young girl shit. There's going to be somebody there that's going to convince her, like, yo, he out of town, you know what he doing, you know, or somebody who she feel like might got more money or whoever. They not mature enough to handle any of that.
At that magnitude.
At that point, which is why it happened.
So she assaults him, calls police, they show up.
Arrest him.
It's like, okay.
You know why she dumb? Because she should have known there was cameras in the house.
24.
Young. Just young.
Young, and he's 20. So she's
young and dumb. About 23. Yeah.
Like the
fact that you do that, not even realizing there's cameras in the house, already show how dumb you are.
Mental. Like that's some mental shit. You smashing and breaking, and then false. What is that? False report.
Yeah.
And
So
yeah,
my question, no repercussions for her?
there should be.
It should be plenty.
There should be plenty. False report. That's what she did was a crime. That's assault, destruction of property. I mean, there's probably all sorts of stuff in
Falsifying,
it.
whatever.
False report, lying to the police, assault and battery.
And the thing is, she was wrong.
She was what?
She was in the wrong.
She got busted. She got
busted.
She got busted. Now, sound like Xavier Worthy. It sounded like he was trying to do the classy thing.
Yeah, he was.
But he might have had to be a little more skillful because you should know the chick that you're about to
That's
marry.
what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that he hired a private investigator leads me to believe he may have thought something was up. Like, I wouldn't have done. I mean, I understand why, because you're trying to protect everything.
Yeah.
So I get it, and at that level,
You got a lot to lose.
You got a lot to
gain. You
lose.
got a lot to lose.
We got a whole future.
I understand he's going a lot. She has a lot of alone time. You know what I mean? For her to get into shit. So I understand why he did it. Would I have done it? I don't know. Maybe
You wouldn't have done what? A PI?
if I would have hired a PI. I don't know.
If you had the means to do it, I was like that. Just take notes, fellas. If you can do your research on the person, there's certain things that you need to know if you suspect. You had to suspect something.
So hold up. So now people that are watching are going to comment. If you feel like you got to take it to that length, if you feel like you got to do all that, then you probably shouldn't get married to begin with.
Right.
Which I kind of agree with and disagree with at the same time.
I'm with you on that. I
agree with that. Like I say this all the time. I say this all the time. And ladies, y'all heard me say this a million times. I am the perfect guy to cheat on.
Mm-hmm.
I am the absolute best candidate for you to cheat on. You know why? Because I'm not checking no phones.
Right, me either.
Wow.
I'm not looking over your shoulder when you texting. You leave your phone right there and that shit face up and it's ringing. I'm not looking at that shit.
Right.
You can leave it open. I'm not checking to see who texting you. I'm not gonna live my life with that type of fucking
paranoia.
Self-imposed paranoia. That's self-imposed anxiety. Yo, cheat on me all day.
If I catch it on my regular shit,
it's a wrap.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be the best person I can be for you at all times.
Yeah, if you mess something
I'm
like
gonna
that
be the best. I'm gonna present myself as the best candidate for the job at all times. If you feel the need to be like, yo, he ain't doing whatever, go by all means, go do your thing.
Yeah.
But once I find out, it's over. And I'm gonna find out because I got way more friends than you even think I do. And somebody's gonna be like, yo, man, I seen you.
Yeah. Now you like, okay.
But I'm not wasting my time. I gotta sleep soundly at night.
Yeah.
I can't sleep soundly if I'm laying next to you and I'm like,
I wonder where she been.
I'm looking at the fucking phone and she fucking texting this thing.
Now, once I find out,
it's an immediate wrap.
Yeah.
Immediate.
Yeah.
There's no, let me clarify this. Because I gave you that much freedom to fuck up. So there is no, we should sit down and talk about it. There's no, can we resolve this? No, this is what you chose to do.
But you, depending on the chick, I mean, everybody knows if they got a crazy
No,
chick.
ain't no depending on the chick.
No. I'm saying, okay, I need to get out. That's extreme situation to break up. She got to get out the house. Yeah. So now you have to navigate.
College girlfriend. So he got the contract. Yo, we moving to Kansas City. We moving in the house together. I get all that. Probably should have put her up first.
Yeah.
Like, I'm buying this house. I'll buy you this house.
Yeah. Or condo.
Me. I was just coming out of college.
Yeah.
Stupid contract.
Right.
Going to play for the Steelers. Yo, I'm gonna live here. I'll buy you this condo right here. This townhome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I bet. Yeah. Private investigator. Oh, you cheating? Shorty, keep the spot.
For a year.
Keep the spot.
Mm-hmm.
I give you a year.
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah. Now that's
because you paying for that apartment. I'm like, look, the lease up. Yo. I'm giving you a year to get your shit together, and then that's it.
That's classy, and it's like you do what you can to, rectify this PI told you the truth. And back on what I was saying before, you should do your due diligence. If you have to hire a PI, it's probably because you suspect something, and you don't want to act prematurely, or you want all the facts.
Yeah.
So that'd be messed up if you I can't prove something and it didn't pan out. So yeah, I think that's a smart
I
move.
wonder did that open up a can of worms for a lot of other players? Because I wonder how many wives
Think
or
not.
girlfriends of athletes. Because everybody always
You know how many
circles back.
athletes' girlfriends out there?
Yeah. But say,
You know how many athletes' girlfriends out there?
everybody always worried about the
You
athletes.
know he played for the. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, so basically, what you're saying, they ain't using no PI.
Everybody.
You know how many athletes?
Everybody worried about the players. Everybody worried about the players. But it's like
hate the player, don't hate the game.
Everybody worried about the player, but nah, these women, because you got to remember they got so much alone time.
Yeah, they're lonely. They don't know what to do with themselves.
And they love to laugh.
Right? It's
And
like
they love comedy. You know how
love-
many athletes?
You know,
They
love to laugh.
You done
it's like-
sawing them in half.
Stop, man, stop.
So So okay, so check it then. So, but one day if Worthy out there knocking down chicks every city, and then he finds this out about his girl.
That's another. That's a great point. That's a great point.
Give her a pass?
No.
Just for a topic, like if you know you was doing your shit,
No.
and you catch your girl,
No.
do you give her a pass?
No.
Ladies,
Why?
You ready for this, ladies? You ready for this? Ready for this one? I'm ready. Listen, I'm ready for all the smoke that's going to come my way after this. All right, you ready? This is why men, and we all know this, men will cheat on women 1,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
And then find out their girl cheated once and they can't handle it.
You can't handle it.
We know this.
Yeah, right.
We know
right.
this for a
Okay,
fact.
all right.
We know this for a fact.
All right.
You know why?
Mhm.
Because men,
Oh, wow.
I'm ready for all the smoke, okay? Men know that they are flawed.
Mm-hmm.
Men know that they are, what do we say, men and dogs, right? Men know that they're dogs.
Mhm.
They have dog instinct. Men know that. But we consider our women, we look at our women as being better than us. I expected better of you.
Mm-hmm.
We know we fucked up. We know we fighting demons every day. We got dogs and
Right.
but we expected better of you. We hold you to a higher standard than we hold ourselves. So when you do it, it's like, damn, yo, I thought you was better than that. And she could be like, nigga, but you cheated with 100 bitches. And he's like, I know, but I'm
flawed.
I'm fucked up. I didn't think you was fucked up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Right.
Right? We
I
hold
was
you
just
to a
fucking
higher
with
standard.
girls. I was gonna get right
I
back.
was just son, one of the greatest lines in rap.
Yeah.
I was just fucking those girls. I was gonna get right back.
Right.
Like that's like I was being a man, but I didn't want that to interfere with me and you. I know that shit sound crazy. Listen, I know that shit sound batshit crazy, but that's how men wired. Yo, I'm fucked up. Especially a successful man. And here's the thing. Here's what makes that statement I just made make sense. Women have no idea, none, not even an inkling, how many women, successful men, have to fight off and avoid every day. Every day. Now, keep in mind, granted, we don't know how many men y'all got to fight off.
I'm about to say.
I saw a meme on Instagram one day that said, yo, your girl got to fight off 10 niggas a day. That's 10 niggas every day. 7 days a week. That's 70 niggas a day. That's how many niggas a week? How many niggas a year? No girl saying no to that many dudes. And I'm like, that might be true. 70 dudes a week, 4 weeks, 280 dudes a month, 12 months. That's she's saying no to that many dudes. No girl, right?
Okay.
But men are avoiding successful men. Successful, good-looking.
Producers.
I'm going to say me. Successful, good-looking, funny, money, traveling, intelligent, hardworking, relationship with God. All the chicks be like, yo, we got to check this box. I check every box. I check every box. Black. That's a box. Everybody love black men, right? I check every box. I check every box.
Every box. You're a box checking motherfucker.
So, 1,000 women. 1,000 women. I'm like, yo, chill. Yo, she throwing it at me. Yo, what's the damn tone? Can we just...
You're like, nah,
I don't get any
credit.
credit. I don't get any credit or any acknowledgement or any regard for the fact that I'm fighting these women off.
Mm-hmm. But women want that credit. You know how many guys I fight off?
Well,
no.
But I look at it like this. What that mean? That's accurate, pretty accurate if you have a pretty decent looking woman. It's a lot of times you even got to be decent. Men going to try to holler at you.
You know what? Because every girl is pretty to somebody.
To somebody, exactly.
Everybody. This is the funny thing about life. I'm sorry to cut you off. This is the funny thing about life. Ready for a tone rock gym? This is a gym. You ready? I'm giving y'all a gym. Everybody is ugly to somebody.
Yeah.
And everybody is fine to somebody.
I don't think Halle Berry ugly to some people.
Somebody's like, Halle Berry, not to me. Halle, not to me.
Is it not to me?
So I think because my theory with that is because women have been getting approached for so long, starting from a young age, they're used to it. They're immune to it. So it doesn't bother them. It doesn't affect them. They don't lose sleep behind it because they've been used to getting that attention for a very long time. So I personally think, yes, all those men can approach them and they could be like, no. I don't, because it's nothing to them. It's us who, until you get to a certain status or until you have a certain kind of game or until you become who you are as a man and, you know what I mean? Whether you successful or not, if you have a certain kind of stature about yourself, regardless, you can get any chick you want. I wholeheartedly believe that. But that doesn't mean that they're throwing themselves at us. That means, we might got to be like, hey, man, you know what I mean? And they might got to hear what you got to say for 10, 15 minutes or whatever the case may be. But it's us who lose sleep over turning down.
You don't think there's any men that fit that same scenario as women? Like, yo, ever since youth, I've been like, women have been like, yo, what's up? Ever since I was young.
I think it's different. I will
listen, I swear. I'm not trying to be on some like, yo, Tone just talk. I will call my brother on the phone right now. My brother will tell you, yo, Tone always had bitches.
Yeah.
Tone, since riding a bike, has always had chicks. My brother Andre said at my mom's 80th birthday party, we was all talking, and one of my boys was like, yo, Tone, out of all the brothers, yo, Tone was the ladies' man. And my brother Andre said, yeah, Tone was the ladies' man, but you know what Tone's problem was? Tone only liked the girls that he liked.
Right.
20 chicks would be like, yo, Tone, what's up? I only like her.
Yeah.
Yo, you could, my brother Andre, Chrissy, everybody, yo, you can knock down these 19 girls. And I'm like, I just want that one. I just like her.
Yeah.
There's honor in that. But
that was my whole life, bro. Yeah. My whole life.
Yeah.
I just like her. But these 20 chicks is like, I just like her. And even if that bitch didn't like me, I was like, if she don't like me, then never mind. But I don't want them. I want her.
You like what you like.
I like what I like, bro.
What y'all are talking about is temptation, succumbing to temptation.
Preach, Joe Fox.
Whatever the situation or the scenario is, you doing dirt or whatever you want to call that. I wouldn't call it dirt. I would say you're just exercising your human nature, and it's within the confines of temptation. You probably shouldn't do it if you got a committed chick, but we do, or we did what we did. but you can't look at it as the same as women. Women
can't look at what the same.
Okay, the whatever, I didn't see that meme, but it sounds like, okay, chick has 10 dudes coming at her every day or whatever that is. They're coming at her for the pussy. They want to hit it.
Okay.
They're approaching it with that hope in mind.
Okay.
Chicks that are approaching successful producers, they want everything that you have to offer outside of the bedroom, because they can give you that. That's what's different to me. The 10 guys that are approaching your girl, they don't want nothing else. They don't want her. She ain't successful. She ain't producer. She just has a nice outfit and it accentuates her body. I was like, I got to have that. Let me see if I can holler up on that. Now, When's the last time a woman approached you like that? Yo, I got to have that.
Some do.
I'm not talking about them studs that are sneak dicking. I ain't talking about that.
Women are they're very aggressive these days.
They can be so what's up? Okay,
bro.
They be
okay.
Hey,
They
be pulling nigga pants down.
Tony Rock, when you said that joke about that, I was like, yo,
that's different.
I was like, he could get it. I was like this.
Yeah.
But
You
on
got
average,
some forward French. You got some
chill.
forward fast ass chicks out there. I understand that.
Yeah, but on the average though, we are the hunters. So we're gonna go after. Women
The praise don't come up to the
too
hunter.
much go after.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That's why it's out of their character.
Mm.
But as a men, even when you're a successful man, the women that really approach all successful men, we look at them as groupies. We look at them as we just look at them as something other than it's the one. The 20 girls that's all in our face, whatever, trying to get at us.
Mm.
We're looking at the one at the bar that's not paying us no attention. That's fine as hell. Be like, yo, why she not? And then you gotta go to her and be like, hey, I don't give a fuck who you are. I know who you are. I ain't sure. Then that's someone we'd be like, all right,
okay,
let me sit here and talk to you. Let me sit here and see what you talking about. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you pass up to silly women. So wait a minute.
Am I right? Am I right?
Okay,
I had an ex that I met like that in a spot one night. You might have been with me, and her table of friends came to take pictures, and she stayed at the table, and I'm like, I took pictures of all of them and went over to her like, yo, you ain't want to take a picture? Like,
she hooked
I know
you.
who
She
you
hooked
are.
you. She hooked you. Man.
I get it.
That's how she got
like,
in.
damn, you ain't want to like.
Then you like, what you doing tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm like, so you coming to the show? Like, we here all weekend. You coming to the show?
Is she the one that
I
flex
guess
on
I can make it to the show. Like,
I guess I could.
I ain't pulling your arm, baby. If you coming, you're not. Maybe I'll come to the late show. I don't know. And she came to the show. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, like
She had the charm.
She know who she is if she watched the podcast.
Yeah.
She know exactly who she is.
But that's why
but
that's why it's so hard for men than it is for women, because like I always say, man.
What's hard for men?
To in that situation, as far as how you say
fight
it's
them off?
difficult to fight 100 girls off for a man. If it's 100 chicks and we knock down one or two, we did great. That's definitely almost a flawless victory.
100 and you get two?
Like if 100, no. What I'm saying is, if 100,
only did two, baby.
If 100 women are approaching you and throwing,
you got a girl,
if you got a girl,
okay, that's what you're saying.
And 100 chicks
yeah.
are throwing it at you, and you reject all 98 of those 100, and two slip through the cracks. In a man's math, that's a flawless victory.
Okay, now in a woman's math, 100 chicks can holler at you.
Mm.
You could shoot down 99 of them and take the 100th phone number and text her one day. She texts you and you text her back.
Mm-hmm.
She texts you and you text her back.
You cheated.
You the worst motherfucker in the world.
You cheated.
You the worst motherfucker in the world.
You low down bastard.
You the worst motherfucker to ever walk the face
But
of
if
the earth.
you're honest, yo, babe, like, do you understand the pressure, or do you understand? You know, some women would hear you out.
There's a comedian that had a joke that I commend him for all the time. Whenever we talking, I'm like, yo, well, you never do that bit no more. Because I heard it one night and was like, damn, that shit was so good. He said, women, he's married. And he was like, yo, I don't think my wife understands that I don't get enough credit for the women that I don't fuck.
Who got that bit? I've heard,
That's David Arnold. Was it David Arnold?
Chris Spencer.
Chris.
Okay.
My wife
Okay, yeah, he
I
said
don't get
something
enough credit
similar.
for the women I don't fuck. And I was like, man, that shit was like, nigga, that was good.
It's the truth.
Can I get credit for being?
I used to talk about it all the time. That's why, because women get approached so much. That's what helped me develop my communication skills with women and how to use humor to approach them, because I already knew, especially by the time college started, yo, we'll be in Buckhead, and it's like, yo, I'm always like going after the baddest chick for me. Like that chick bad, I'm going after her. And I'm seeing all these dudes, she rejected all these dudes, and I'm like,
Because
I gotta be
serious.
creative. I gotta say something different.
Yeah.
And that's how I learned how to really approach women on some different shit and be different, because I was just sitting back looking at how all the dudes was coming at them and no.
You were learning
And I
what
would
not to do.
always say it didn't always work. But even if she told me no, I still got more conversation than what she gave everybody else she rejected. And she would say, you know what? I like you. You know what I mean? I got a boyfriend, but I like how you came at me and how you approached me. Like you was real. And I might see her a month and a half down the road, and she's single. And she's like, hey, now I get the number. You know what I mean? So, you know.
I actually applied it to stand-up. Like when I'm trying to like explain stand-up to people, I use that same logic that I've used in my youth when I was like at every party, at every, Freaknik, at every fucking summer jam, whatever. It was like, yo, everybody gonna say hi to her.
Right.
Everybody gonna say hi.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gonna say, how you doing? Everybody gonna say, you look nice. Everybody gonna say, what's your name?
Mm-hmm.
I just say it different.
Yeah.
I just say it different.
Yeah.
And I applied it to stand-up as well. Like everybody gonna say whatever the topic is of the day. Everybody talking about Trump right now. Everybody talking about
airplanes,
deportations and planes.
Mm-hmm.
I just try to say that shit different. I use the same exact logic that I used to use in the street, like at parties. Like, yo, I see homie grab the hand. He grabbed the hand. He grabbed the hand. He grabbed the hand.
Yeah.
He grabbed the hand. He bought a rose. He bought a rose. He bought a rose. Okay, Tone. So what you gonna do this different? What you gonna say this different?
Yeah, man.
So where you gonna put all them flowers? You ain't got no.
And I would always be like, yo, listen.
So aren't you tired of people grabbing your damn hand?
I kind of wish like how if we would have came up as if we were the same age, because we would have had a ball, huh? Like as young men coming at women, man. Because me and my crew used to come up with some of the most funniest, silliest.
My brother Andre, we would go to Eastern Parkway Parade, the Labor Day Parade on Eastern Parkway.
Yeah.
It's like the Jamaican, West Indian Day Parade on Eastern Parkway. Me, my brother Andre, 2, 3, 4 of my cousins, they boys. It was like a good 15, 16 of us. And everybody like, who gonna get the most numbers? And everybody, every year, like, put your money in. Who gonna get the most numbers? Yeah. And every year, my brother Andre would be like, yo, I got Tone. Everybody would pick themselves. And Andre would be like, yo, I got Tone. Wow. And they was all chains on and all type of shades and watches. And I just be like, I'm just right here chilling. Chick walk past. Everybody's saying something. And I'm like, I just say it different. Hey, I like your whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. You get it to stop.
Look, I ain't gonna bother you. Go ahead, baby. I'll be here if you looking for me. I'll be right here if you looking for me. 5 minutes later, like, so you not walking around? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna walk around a little bit. Like, I'm sitting on a park bench, like, yo, talk to you for a second. Oh, okay. Next thing you know, it's like, all right, you gonna write your number down. Boom. Yeah. Andre like, yo, this motherfucker right here, man. My brother Andre like, yo, this motherfucker. I'm telling you, this nigga got a gift. Yeah. And they all, yo, shorty. I'm like, nah,
observe.
Bro,
you have to observe, man.
You know what that's called in acting, like auditioning, a pattern interrupt. It's like you interrupted the pattern. Oh, he different.
Son,
I like that.
Interrupt the pattern.
Yeah, I was like, okay. It's hard to do that with a casting director. You don't know because you just freaking send in the tape. You don't know what they see, but you do got to anticipate this is what other people probably gonna do.
In further, bitches ain't shit news.
Damn, another one?
Who else knows something?
Did you hear about Anthony Edwards?
Yeah.
No,
that's a good one. Yes. So Anthony Edwards got a chick pregnant.
Plays for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Plays for the Timberwolves.
Okay.
The star player.
First pick in the draft. Like we said, Bronny was 55th. He was first, but not the same year. But I'm saying that's how good he is. Yeah. First pick.
He's great.
Where is he right now?
Minnesota.
I mean, like what year? What year is he?
Second or third.
Okay, young,
third or fourth. Third,
new to the league.
Young boy, tearing the league up.
Great player.
Tearing the league up, and then he shot the club up. Go ahead.
He already got 3 kids.
Shot a lot of clubs.
He got 3 or 4 right now.
He's shooting. He's fucking walking in clubs with AK-47.
How many he got?
23 years old.
Yo, he's walking in the club with a fucking machete with a fucking M16 on his shoulder. Like,
so he got 3 or 4 kids already with 3 or 4 baby moms, right? So this one chick he was whatever messing with.
Older
woman got
by like 10 years, by like 12 years.
She got pregnant.
Okay.
He was going to pay her a substantial amount of money to not have the baby.
To terminate the pregnancy.
Yeah. Okay. He's going to pay her off. Here, take the money, get rid of the baby.
Which he did before.
Yeah.
Which he did before?
He did before to a different woman.
To a different woman.
Yeah.
So he's
Damn.
already.
This is the news that I've read and disseminated myself. This might not be the facts, but see how I say I might not have all the facts? See how that's why it makes y'all stupid. Yeah.
So he's already thinking that they're gonna listen to what I'm telling them because I'm who I am. This chick says, I'm keeping the baby. And he's like, he doesn't want to have anything to do with the baby. So now what he recently did was sign the rights over to her and says, I don't want to have a relationship with she's 4 months.
Sign the rights over. I don't want any visitation. Nor do I want any paternal responsibility.
Yeah, of the child.
Now, she lives in Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
This is what I read.
Right.
Don't know if it's true or not. That's all you gotta say. Don't know if it's true or not.
She
moved to California.
Yep, to have the baby.
Because the child custody laws are drastically different in California.
It's not in our favor.
So she has help where she knows the game. Go ahead.
She know the game. By the way, her other baby daddy is a famous rapper.
Who's
Little Baby.
Oh, that's Little Baby. I didn't know that was Little Baby. Okay.
She's about to have another little baby. Go ahead.
So what I heard was because she did that, the judge, when she went to court, was like, "Oh, we see what you're trying to do."
Yeah.
And they said that he's exempt of any responsibilities. Don't know how true it is. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I read that yesterday on social media, so shit can be fabricated for all I know. That the judge said he's exempt of any responsibility to the baby because of what she did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And now people are up in arms.
So now my thing, my reason for saying further news and bitches ain't shit. See, we would be quick to say, yo, this dude's fucked up.
Deadbeat.
He don't take care of his kid, deadbeat dad. Which by the way, y'all know how I love my kid. Y'all know it's my kid. It's God, it's my kid. Love my child more than I can even sit here and express words.
Right.
So I'm quick to be like, yo, man, that's fucked up. Any dude that don't take care of the kid, I'm like, yo, I can't fuck with that man. Yo, that's fucked up. But bitches are so incredibly not shit that you will hear a story like that and be quick to say, yo, he fucked up. And not even have all this information
Right.
that shines her in a bad light. See, once we know the guy said, I don't want baby, we like, oh, he fucked up, dude, fucked up. What about what she did?
Baby, Big Boy said the best. Let her know a grandchild is a baby, not a paycheck. Child support, daycare, medical schools, I pay that. You know what I mean? Like everybody think, like women like that think that the baby is a paycheck. So
baby.
So two things. There are always preventative measures, or not preventative measures, that's the wrong thing. Well, he should have put himself in that position.
There are preventative measures. Anthony Edwards doesn't seem to be following.
Right. So, but what
4 babies with 4 chicks.
Yeah.
He don't seem to be following measures.
So,
and aborted one. So 5 babies with 5 different women.
So after that, because Mike Murphy had put a post up, and boy, the comment I made, everybody was going at me. I was like, why niggas still shooting the club up? Anyway, like you can pull out, you can wear a condom, like you don't have to bust in the chick.
Right.
And then
Shoot
everybody,
blanks.
well, the women, all the men, the majority of dudes was blaming it on the woman. Well, she needs to be responsible, blah, blah, blah.
See, that's crazy.
And that's
all you got to do is put a condom on, and
crazy.
None of that shit.
None of it will happen.
Yeah,
and I'm
vasectomies.
Like, well, and I'm like this, just because, and a lot of times the chick don't want you to wear one. I said, well, you control your shit. If she don't want you to wear one, walk away. Like, you don't give the woman that much power.
Right.
But then the argument came about, well, if a woman doesn't want to have a baby or doesn't want to be a parent, they have options. They could terminate the baby. They could do plan B. They could do all these things to not have the baby. But men we don't have that choice. If a woman get pregnant and we don't want to be a parent, then it's still up to them whether or not they're going to have that baby or not. We're now at the mercy. We're always at the mercy of a woman. And I said, yeah, that's true. So going into that and knowing that that's the case, that's never going to change. You have to act accordingly. You know what I mean? Like you just can't.
You got to take some dick preventive measures.
Yeah, it's like
women have the power to decide who lives and who dies in that scenario.
They do. It may not be fair, but it is.
I don't think it has anything to do with fair or unfair. That's just nature.
But that was the argument men were bringing up, and I'm like, Yo, but that's
just dumb. See that's why I say y'all dumb. Because that's just an argument you just make for argument's sake.
Yes,
That's just an argument you just want to have because they were probably just trying to talk to you. They probably just trying to engage with you. Because how you gonna defend that by saying like, nah, but women be tricking niggas? Bruh, all you gotta do is say, yo, shorty, no, I'm wearing the condom.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
I'm bringing my own. Now somebody said, what if the condom break? Now that's a different
scenario,
story.
But now we know that we.
Let me see.
This
What if
is
the
not
bed break, nigga? What the fuck?
Yeah,
What does that mean? What does that mean with the condom break?
break.
What if the bed break? What if the fucking what if your car broke down on the way there? Like what ifs is fucking not a
It's go forever.
non-factor.
Yeah, man.
But
Like
let me add this. So this is a woman, whoever that is, random woman, whoever it is, and a professional athlete. So we're talking about incentivized. This is not a normal
That's another
situation.
thing. It's like, yo, y'all know that statistically, I'm not making it a race thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Statistically, athletes don't take care of their children. Statistically, athletes knock up random women and they'll pay child support, but they're not gonna have a relationship with you. This is statistics. They will fuck you up,
Right.
fuck you,
And pay.
and then say, hey, here, I'll cut you a check. That's why they end up broke when their career's over. Within 3 years, a professional athlete within 3 years of retiring is broke.
yeah.
This is facts. These are the
They
facts.
got all these child support.
And you're gonna have that baby for 18 plus.
Yeah.
Can we say that women
So there's no real incentive to fucking these dudes. Y'all just see dollar signs
right, but
and
it
think
isn't.
this is the payday.
But isn't that some greedy women?
Oh yeah.
That incentive. That's like a career path.
Well, we
for
No,
know
them.
I told you before.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
told we talking about LA now, and this could be any other city with a major sports team,
Yeah.
but there are women in Los Angeles that want to date. This is why women in Los Angeles will remain single for years, because women in Los Angeles, not all, only want to date
Yeah.
I want to date a Laker.
Yeah.
I want to date a comic.
Mhm.
I want to date a football player. I want to date a actor. If you're not a this or that, they ain't fucking with you. Then they get with a actor, a football player, a comic, a Laker,
Mhm.
and it's like, okay, he throwing money at me. He's spending money. We going here. We flying around, and then you find out he got 2 other chicks. You mad? You find out he got a baby mom over here. You mad? You signed up for a Laker, a
You don't
comic,
come with that.
a actor, a football player.
You know what they do after that?
You know what they do,
Mhm.
They do it after that. They get another Laker, another comic,
Right.
That's
another
why
actor.
all these dudes date the same.
The
They date
same.
and fuck and wife and impregnate the same
Mhm.
15 chicks.
Yep. So one of these comments was somebody said my comment that I replied. I said, "Why
got
dudes
a
hitting
Laker
raw
baby."
shooting up the club if they don't want kids?" Said I just don't get it. Somebody said,
That's somebody.
Simply put, women do it all the time. Why can a woman denounce motherhood without repercussions, but men can't? I'm like,
Women denounce motherhood.
Denounce motherhood.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
gonna have
why
this
can
baby
women-
and give it up.
How do they but put it up for adoption or
yeah, put it for I guess that's what they mean. They could abort it or
yeah,
put it for,
but hold up. Whoever said that? Yeah, that's after the baby's born. They
Right.
decided to have the child.
Mhm.
You could have wore the condom or pulled out or plan B and not even been in that part. That would not have even been part of the story.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Can we say that there is that scenario that always happens or it incentivized to happen? I want to be impregnated by this man so I can get the money.
Listen to this one.
Like that. That's
So when you say people, I'm sorry, Fox, but this one, when you say people are just to say dumb shit,
They're stupid, man.
here's this one person, comedian Trey Elliot. Shut up, man. Shooting the club up doesn't mean you want kids by some chick. It means you just want to have the full effect of sex. And those women know that. And so they are mentally ill to be having babies by men that they know don't love them.
okay.
But these are real people saying real comments, and they really.
You probably think, yeah, he
I'm
sound like
like-
he really think like that.
I'm like,
That's
bruh.
just being reckless.
I'm gonna go on a limb. I don't know who said that. I don't care to know. I don't want to know the nigga's act, whatever. That's a nigga that don't get no pussy.
Damn. Yeah,
Because if you got to bust all in her to get the full effect of it, you clearly don't do it enough. You clearly don't get pussy.
Yeah, that's
you don't know that, like, yo, you know what? This is such a risky thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
That I probably shouldn't do it in this manner. I shouldn't bust off in her. I shouldn't shoot the club up.
Right.
Because I want to feel it.
Right.
Clearly you haven't got a lot of pussy.
Man, do meth. You'll feel all kind of things. That probably feel better than said.
Yeah, but man. It's like so many men blaming the woman, and not blaming her in the sense of like, I get it, but they're blaming this. I'm just like, yo.
Some men just blame women to exempt men for all fault in anything. Like some men will blame women for everything, just so men aren't at fault.
Is that kind of like when black people blame the white man for everything?
Hell no.
Okay, just making sure.
Hell no. Blame the white man for what? For what?
Yeah.
I truly believe black people blame white people for too much. I think that.
Well, yeah, there's a nuance
some shit
there.
y'all at fault for, motherfucker. Don't you know?
But if a woman is that greedy minded, and I don't know.
Bitch, did you hear what I said? Bitches ain't shit news. This is bitches ain't shit news.
Damn. Is there
Today
any more?
Bitches ain't shit news.
Damn, that's just.
But he knew that. Like who's the other one that got? She got the baby by Bow Wow, and then two other athletes. I forgot. Bow Wow.
Future
Future
baby mama is Bow Wow's baby mama.
And then my man who played for the Raiders.
No, play for the Cowboys, right?
The Cowboys.
The fact that we even know this shit is baffling to me.
Nigga that.
I'm just like, whose baby mama is
We
that?
ain't talking about her. That bitch fine.
That's my baby mama too.
I'll be number 4 on that goddamn list.
Nigga, that ain't your baby mama. That's my baby mama first.
Yeah.
But that's how I find some Bathsheba ass looking
it
at
is
chicks.
fine. What's that? You be like
I get it.
Niggas be checking their accounts while they fucking over. Your clearing balance is fucking.
I got enough for 18 years.
Wouldn't that be cool if you? Nah, I'm not saying cool. I'm just saying being facetious. Wouldn't that be cool if you could just pay a chick off like that and she'll leave you alone?
The views of Joe Fox are not those live in the room about the Trey Elliot.
I'm just
I'm an OP. Joe Fox fucked it up.
That's
Joe Fox
just
fucked it up.
Nah, I don't really think like that. But the responsibility needs to be on both sides, and the double standard of well, let me say this. There is no real double standard. It is what it is. The woman has the power to decide life or death. That is the closest.
And we have the power of, to be honest, more of to walk away, leave, stay, or go. Like,
not smash?
No. As far as when the baby's born, like, we could just say we go to the store and don't come back.
That's walking away from
now, we
accountability.
still gonna have to pay child support. We still want,
you have to deal with that.
It's just one of those.
What's a higher power? What's more powerful? For a man walking away from the kid, or the woman saying, I am not allowing this child to be born?
I mean, life. You know what I mean? Life.
There ain't no way. You can't
that,
overcome that.
That's why for me it's just like, yo, don't put yourself in that position. If I'm going to bust in a chick, regardless if I busted a chick,
right.
Regardless if I met her that night or if I've known her for 10 years, if I bust in a chick,
Wait, go back to the beginning. I want to hear this statement. I want to hear this. What you say?
Well, I just started it because he was just saying, what's more effective, a man walking away once a child is born,
powerful,
woman or a woman?
What do you mean effective?
No, what's more? I said powerful. What's more powerful? A woman, a man walking away from his responsibility.
How is that powerful?
No, I'm just saying, like the power of choice. That means the higher magnitude of choice that you made to walk away from this kid, or a woman saying, "I'm not allowing your son or daughter, your child to be born."
The person who's in charge of life,
life or death in the woman's choice. Yeah.
Life or death in her hands.
Her hands. Yes.
And what I said was, if I bust in a chick, whether I known her day one, just met her, and we go to the room and I bust in her that night, or if I known the chick for 10 years and I bust in her, anybody that I bust in, I am already in my mind saying, if this happens, I am prepared.
Yes.
To handle what comes with it.
Right.
Which is why I only have one child.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I had a girlfriend one time in LA that was we was having unprotected sex with regularity. At this point, we was together that long. And she asked, what happens if I get pregnant? And I said, if you get pregnant, we having a baby. And she was blown away that I said that shit so fast.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what? Like, you want to have a baby? And I was like, shorty, like, we've been together dumb long. Like, get pregnant, we have a baby. And her shock was like, maybe I shouldn't be having a baby with her. Like, the way she was like,
really?
Yeah.
Wow, like, really? We gonna have for real? I was like, wow, oh, shit. Like, I wouldn't think that you would respond like that.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah. Yep. And we didn't have a baby.
You obviously ain't the one.
I was like, if she has that type of, if she's that hesitant about it, and was like so thrown off by me saying like, yeah, we'll have a baby, I was like, probably shouldn't do this.
It just made me realize, just reading those comments, that it's a lot of men out here that don't have dick control. It's a lot of men out here that are still being persuaded by the pussy. The pussy still has the power over them. They don't have motivated power over there. I'm like,
motivated by ejaculation. That's what it is. I'm inspired. I got to fucking, what do you say? Shoot up in the club for the maximum. Yeah. Whatever.
What is it? The maximum feeling.
The maximum.
Trey Elliot, shut up. Like,
they already come.
You
like,
got to have the maximum.
What did we learn here this evening?
You gotta have the maximum.
If it come down to that, always wear a condom. Always wear a condom. Always wear a condom.
Yeah, stay strapped up.
If you ain't trying to have
listen, wear a condom and then do plan B after that. Like just
pull out.
And wear a condom and pull out. Wear a condom and pull out.
Yeah.
Or just do anal. Nah, I'm kidding.
Oh!
Wear a condom and pull out. And do plan B. And then pray to Jesus.
Yeah.
Don't give me your real name.
No. I got 7 brothers, nigga. They're like, Tony, this your baby. Nah, that was kidding. That wasn't me.
You wouldn't do that. Pin a baby on.
Nah. I say he would pin a baby on me.
Oh, damn, that's funny.
That nigga would pay him. That nigga would absolutely pin a baby on me. Let them know where you at, where they can see you. What's going on in your life.
What's going on in my life is first
thing. Thank you for doing the episode sick. Joe Fox toughed it out tonight. He was sick, y'all. He played sick. This is Mr. Flu game.
Man, it's not COVID. I've already checked. It's not anything. It's just allergies. That's all it is, brothers. But
you're allergic to the bullshit.
Yeah, I'm allergic to that bullshit. Joe Feezy, y'all can find me online. Shout out to, I didn't want to have, sorry. Shout out to my best friend in the world. Lost his pops. Prayers out to his family.
Who?
No, not Skinny. Not Skinny. Man, I'm gonna go see him. So just shout out to him and his family. It's the Wallace family, man. Shout out to them. My prayers and our heart go out to our loss. It's our loss, man. And man, it was very significant in my life, impactful in my life, man. So he just passed away. Didn't want to bring it down, but that's where I'm going to be this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Catch us in Buffalo, New York. Helium Comedy Club, the 14th through the 16th.
Yeah. Helium Comedy Club this weekend. I'm at the Comedy Store in about an hour. Yeah. If you somehow through the magic of television get this episode tomorrow and you can backtrack time, catch me at the Comedy Store. Comedy Store tonight, me, Dane Cook, Sam Tripoli, Drew Lynch, a bunch of comics, Russell Peters.
Russ.
Yeah, tonight at Comedy Store. This weekend, Buffalo. Next week in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the Improv. And then Raleigh, North Carolina to close out the month.
How was
the Rock Tour? San Diego was
about to say House of Blues was dope.
San Diego House of Blues was stupid. Yo, San Diego House of Blues,
nice. Man. Nice.
Shout out to everybody that came out. Shout out to everybody that worked there. The guys backstage were super cool. They have done heavy metal. They've done heavy metal shows, rap shows. They've done R&B shows. They've done rock and roll. They've done pop. They've done jazz and blues.
Done it all.
And Saturday they did a Tony Rock Born to Rock comedy tour show. So
Dope.
thank you so much for House of Blues San Diego. Thanks for everybody for coming out. Me and the kiddo went down there, spent the weekend. We went to the San Diego Zoo Friday.
Nice.
We did the show Saturday. We did SeaWorld Sunday. Man, I just enjoy that kid so much. He has no idea.
Yeah.
But this will hopefully this will live forever, and he'll get to watch this when he's older and see how much he meant to me, and just spending time with him is everything, man. This is Live from the Green Room. Thank you to 380, 3820.
Yeah, 3820.
Thank you to 3820.
Yeah.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep it growing. This is the crew right here. We'll see y'all next week. Charleston Rock, I love you so much. Peace.
Be out.